Hey y'all, welcome back. Okay, so what I've done here, I just want to show you really quickly. You might not be able to see it because I'm zoomed in, but I have little boxes, and I'm going to show you some different things. I'm going to show you what it's like to move your hands and your needle or the foot pedal. You don't really move the foot pedal. Hands and needle at pretty much the same pace. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you move the machine fast and your hands slow. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like when you move the machine slow and the hands too fast. And then again, what it looks like to be good. And that will kind of give you an idea. Hopefully you can see really well because I'm using red thread and white fabric. So let me just pop on my gloves here and we will get started. So I have my thread up. Again, I did not knot this because I'm starting off of my working space, and again, this is just a sample piece, so it's not that big of a deal. So a couple stitches in the same place, and then I'm just going to work off. The gloves really do make a big difference. The other thing you want to do, and you can kind of see what I'm doing with my hands, when I stop, I don't move my hands until the needle is done, and it's in a needle down. I want to cut this thread so I don't have to have my finger wrapped up in thread the whole time I'm working. But let me show you where my hands are and why they're in the position they're in and what they're doing. Normally I would be more squared in front of my machine, but because I have the camera kind of over my shoulder and I want it to be able to see what I'm doing, I'm not. So I'm kind of off to the side a little bit. But my goal is to hold this flat. And so there's no wrinkles underneath, and we know that because of the way we did the stitching around before with the invisible thread. And then our basting, couldn't think of that. We don't have any wrinkles. So my hands are holding it, and it will allow me to move it. The faster I go, the faster I want to move my hands. Now I am just doodling here, and I'm really kind of off on the edge, so that makes it a little bit more difficult because my hands are getting hit by that thing going up and down. Now I am not an artist by any stretch. I do not draw. I do not do any of those things. Okay, so now I'm going to go up, and I will take a picture of this in a little bit, and you'll be able to see it more up close in the notes and the blog post, because I will take an up close picture of what it looks like for your hands to move and your feet and your needle to move at the same pace. So now I'm going to go over to this next one, and I'm going to have a really fast machine and slow moving hands. Possible I could break my thread. If that's the case, then I'll just rethread and we'll keep going. I'm just doodling here. I'm not trying to make any particular kind of design. And it's really hard to... Sorry, I can't stitch and move my hands slow and my needle fast at the same time and talk. Okay. So what you get there, in the first one I have pretty even, decent looking stitches, almost like I had stitched with just a straight stitch. In this one I have super duper tiny little stitches in some places and decent sized ones in others when I started moving my hands faster because it's difficult to remember to move your hands slow. And then in this one, excuse me, you also get these almost like, it's hard to explain, but they kind of look like little thread balls, because it's a whole bunch of, excuse me, little bitty stitches. I have the hiccups. All in one place. Okay, so now I'm going to go over here and move my machine slow and my hands fast. This is where I will probably break a thread, and that's okay. So let's get over here. Okay, so there you see this slow pace. Oh, actually I broke a needle. And the reason for that is you're pushing and the needle pops, or the needle, like, okay, it's like this. Let me see where I'm at here. Let me use my real hand. Okay, so it's like this, and the needle goes down, and I'm pushing fabric into it or pulling fabric away from it, so I'm bending the needle like that. So I'm probably going to have to stop this and pick it up in another video. I hate to do that because I'm already in 40 bazillion videos. Okay, so what I'll do is, you got the gist of it. In the next video, I will cover what happens, what some of your potential problems might be, and I may not even do that in the video. I may just do that in the blog post in the writing. So let me get this changed, and I'll be back.